of a sudden, I found myself in love with the world. So there was only one thing that I could do, was ding-a-ding-dang, my dang-along-ling-long.
Did you notice after the Facebook incident that you got a lot of updates on security policies from companies?
A whole bunch of them, yeah.
Like,
from companies I didn't even know.
in floods. Anybody that had like LinkedIn or whoever, everybody updated the privacy policy. Guess what? Guess what happens? You still don't read it.
I just
You just agree. And it says all kinds of stuff in there like, we're going to collect your data and now we can sell it. What was that company's name? That sold Facebook data.
There's actually two of them. So there was
the big one that got caught for it. They went out of business just recently.
Well, there was two, and they were doing the same thing. So, and they had
basically they're harvesting data to resell it, right, to marketers and so on and so forth.
Right. Well, that was driven by the European Union ruling against them on that, because that once they made the ruling, that's when all the updated user agreements started popping.
Who was
in.
it?
Cambridge.
Yeah, Cambridge.
Cambridge Analytics.
Analytics.
And that's the popular one that everybody stands out there because they were a conservative group, right? They were associated with
they were supposedly using it for political purposes as well.
Well,
right?
the
Demographics.
DNC was already doing that stuff for 3 years before that.
Well, we all
They were just playing catch up.
All kinds of nonsense
at Analytica,
in
right?
In politics.
No, I'm trying not to head down there. But what's funny is because, it's funny how people memory hole things, or they don't even know about it, but it doesn't get stood out in the front that somebody else was actually doing this for 3 to 5 years prior to.
Look, it's a simple warning. If you're online, somebody's watching. Period.
No.
I can't think of one company that doesn't have. I'm not talking about your every Joe's website, But even you get the cookie thing, and sometimes you don't, right? They're storing cookies or whatever.
Yeah, they're hiding behind cookies again. I've noticed in the verbiage.
It's just recently.
Yeah.
Right. They're saying we have cookies we're going to install and so on and so forth, which you can delete. But I would say the vast majority of people, and not necessarily for our audience, because a little more technology based, don't know how to get rid of cookies. I don't think they even know what a cookie is. They just think it's a chocolate chip cookie.
My wife makes really nice cookies. She has some awesome cookies.
You like her cookies?
She makes the best.
When they,
I should sell
what do you think?
those
What do you think? What do you think made them call it cookies? Just to make it sound friendly?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
Otherwise,
Well,
they call it what they call it. We're installing spyware
we're installing breadcrumbs, which is actually
onto your
Right.
computer, so that we can watch you for the rest of your life. But
Well-
they call it cookies, and you're like, "Oh, Mom, make some cookies. No
Well-
problem. Sure, allow the peanut butter cookies to come through."
But in the intelligence community, when
I
they're
never
tracking somebody,
allow cookies. Well, sometimes you have to allow cookies. If you don't,
you don't get content.
you don't get any content, right? And or do you like the autofill?
No, I don't even use that. I don't even, when it says save my password, I don't even do that. So I'm kind of hardcore.
You know what's
like
interesting?
that.
We're going to go all over the place today. There's really no good solution to passwords yet. Isn't that crazy? Maybe there is. Let me put it this way.
I won't advocate anything.
Well, there's something out there that's pervasive, right? Well known, used every day. Everybody's got their passwords either on their iPhone, or you forget them. And they have to guess 5,000 times. And then they ask you the strangest questions in the world, like what was your first puppy's daughter's name?
That's valuable information there,
Oh,
especially on the dark net.
And then they're
The
going
dark
to,
net.
and then they're selling to Sparky all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm. My credit card number with the name of the school that I went to.
Do you love your dog Sparky? Well, then click on this clickbait, and your puppy will live forever.
I'll make sure it's an animal that's 25 years dead that nobody even knows about.
Sometimes they ask questions. I'm like, I don't remember filling this out. Like, what's your mom's favorite toilet paper? I have no freaking idea. It's like I don't want.
No,
I
but
don't
I
know when
get it.
I don't want to know.
Mother's maiden name. You know,
Yeah,
that could get confusing in some families,
I
especially
got-
up in the hills.
I
you
got
know.
that one down. You know, it brings up an